Welcome to Salt, Sage and Stardust, the podcast where spirit meets real life and intuition leads the way. Every episode, your hosts, Dr. Vicki Haspels and Keryn Rose, dive into the energy of what's shifting in the cosmos, in the collective and within ourselves.
Hello there, Miss Vicki.
Hi, Keryn. How are you?
I'm a little bit chipper, but I'm well, thank you. Hey, look, to the listeners out there, this is Keryn and Vicki introducing ourselves. Welcome to our podcast called Salt, Sage and Stardust. And I'm going to throw Vicki right in there now and go, hey, Vicki, I'd love you to introduce yourself to our listeners and share a little bit about why are you doing this podcast?
Oh, thanks, Keryn. My name is Vicki Haspels. I have the title of doctor. It's a doctorate in divinity, non-secular spirituality. So my title is Dr. Vicki Haspels and the Tarot Coach because I teach tarot and use tarot in my work. I have been doing this for more than 30 years now. I can't even count the days, how long I've been doing this type of work and working with this type of energy. And I came, like Keryn and I started talking about doing a podcast, and the idea of Salt, Sage and Stardust naturally evolved from that. And I love the idea of sharing my knowledge of the things that I've gone through over the years, as well as with working with my clients and things that I have understood and just the insights and wisdoms that go with it. And for me, the salt aspect is very much grounded in how we can be and the things that we can put into action, because action leads to change and shift. We own that. For the sage, of course, it's the wisdom that sits within. And as I mentioned, I might have done this for a long time, but the wisdom is still growing. So that wisdom does actually come from not only from myself, but my connection to that spirit world. Things will come out that I'm amazed by. Oh, I have to write that down because I know it wasn't me. And so that wisdom flows from that one source that we all connect with. And the Stardust, of course, there's that connection to the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to call that energy that we are part of, that we are, and how to access that or how to live with that and be a part of our everyday lives. So the podcast for me and sharing with Keryn, we have wonderful conversations. So I invite you to come along that journey with us, along that wild ride, is that as we talk and discuss and chat with each other about particular subjects that interest us, that those wisdoms and practical ideas come through. They come through as if they were obviously meant to be. And as I said, we're drawing on my own experiences as well as that wisdom. And through this, we are connecting everybody who listens to the podcast, the words, and tunes into the energy, is able to feel the stardust that surrounds the words and the action and our connection. And I love working with Keryn and chatting with Keryn. And I just think that through our podcast, that those amazing ideas and energy and just connection with everybody, bringing everyone together through words and through our connection with each other, so that, I don't know, that we don't feel alone, that you don't feel alone as a listener, that I don't feel alone. And with that, we feel connected and we create that beautiful community and energy that has a common goal of...
You had so spoken into the energy of the age of Aquarius, which is where we are.
Cool.
And I had not even thought about jumping straight into the astrological side of stuff. But that's the world we're in.
Yeah.
And when I came to you with this idea, for me, the podcast is a vehicle through which we can share our wisdom with the rest of the world. But we're in a time where community is what is going to get us through the hell that is going on that we call the world. And the world is what we perceive it to be. All right. But you, as the gorgeous tarot coach, and me, my name is Keryn Rose. And if we need a title out there, I am an intuitive energy healer. And I've realized over the years that there's more on the intuitive side than I give myself credit for. And it's a part that exists in everybody. And, everybody sits on a scale for everything in life when it comes to walking, running, talking. Everybody's on a scale and can be rated. So much of life these days is on this, where do you sit, in the scale? And everything for me is on the scale. I'm incredibly intuitive. I have an ability to sit with somebody and simply sense what's going on, which can lead to a little bit of overload, but that's for me to learn to manage. The world needs to learn to come together. And at the moment, the world is in a space that's full of othering. It's me versus them. When it's a case of, no, it's actually just everybody. And it's not even a just. It is everybody in the same space at the same time. Imagine if when making a curry, cumin and coriander looked at each other and said, bugger off. I'm not going to sit here and blend with you and make a nice curry. They work well together. They are who they are. They bring their gifts to the curry. And oh my goodness, it simply works. As with all the other spices. Some work, some don't. But they know where they sit. So each week, you and I are going to come together. We're going to simply, I'm going to say chew the fat. That takes us back a little bit. We are going to come together and share thoughts on a topic that is relevant for right here, right now. And through this vehicle of the podcast, we can share tips and tricks. We can remind people that actions that they take every day matter because they matter. I've caught myself saying, for years I've said, it doesn't matter. And I've come to realize, interestingly enough, particularly since the passing of my father, that it actually does matter, Keryn, because you matter, Keryn. And I go, oh, yes, I'm reminded I'm a garden. And do I say to my garden, I won't water you today? No, I don't, because I know today's watering matters. Because my garden matters. It's being responsible and accepting that responsibility, accepting your sovereignty of who you are. We stand on Mother Earth. There's the salt. How many of us have heard the term salt of the earth? There is something very unctuous, very grounding about being the salt of the earth. And then that sage bit, that wisdom, I look over to my sage stick and think, I can wave that around. That herb is able to do so much from a real wisdom within us perspective. And then the stardust, hallelujah, the stars are divine. And you and I, Vicki, are made of stardust. We're made of exactly the same stuff. And I never look in the mirror and go, wow, the way I look at the stars and go, wow, because I don't see a star when I see me. And it's that connection that you and I are here through this podcast. We are here to help people remember that they are made of Mother Earth. They are made of the same stuff as stars. And we're that conduit from the human's perspective. We connect what's up there to what's down there. It flows through us if we are connected to ourselves and we're allowing that flow. Therein lies our wisdom and our conversations, which will take us all over the place and are coming from our perspective. But it is our intention that people hear what they need to hear, disregard the rest. If people can walk away, if a listener can walk away with one idea, one thought, one action that can help their energy flow with more ease and grace, then the entire world is going to be a better place, because everything's connected and everything's energy. So shall we get into it, young lady?
Yes,
Shall we jump into an episode?
Yes, let's start.
Cool. So, listeners, we look forward to having you on our next episode.
Yeah, can't wait. Thank you.
Bye for now.
See you then.